live. How do I sound, you guys? How do I sound? How do I sound? How do I sound? It's your favorite girl on the rocks. Yes, we here again. Another episode live at Hub. Straight from the studio. I am girl on the rocks. And this is my awesome, amazing friend who I've been friends with since...
I was like 12.
12. We went to the same after school program. And fast forward 10 years, we're here. So we have Miggy in the flesh.
How you doing? I'm Miggy. It's good, I'm here. Shout out to Hub 17.
Absolutely. So he has actually performed here at some of the meet and greets that we used to have back in the day, you know, last year in ancient times when we were allowed to go outside and gather and have a good time, you know, back then. So, yeah, we're here today. We're chilling, you know. I'm allowed to have one other person in the studio. Social distancing. I took his temperature. Don't worry. So we're good. All right? So we're going to just chill, have fun. We're going to talk to you guys. We're going to wait for some people to come on in so that we can all have this lovely interactive experience together. I don't know how to do it. I'm always like, I'm a bobblehead.
You gotta just...
Isn't it the arms that shake a little? Like,
I feel like you gotta put your shoulders in. That's how you get them sturdy.
I don't know. Maybe I might have it down pat by the end of this video. Who knows? But anyhow, we are going to get into some awesome topics today. We're going to talk about the times, of course. And we are going to have all of our creative friends who join the Facebook Live introduce themselves, say what it is that they do so that we can all network. Because you guys know, if you know, I'm Girl on Rocks again. In case you didn't hear before. I love networking. Everything I do is for the betterment of everyone around me so that we all have keys to success. Okay? And speaking of success, if you haven't copped your success gear, get that Success X Girl on the Rocks clothing. Absolutely. Now. Get it now. Not tomorrow, right now. Okay? stereotypeco.com/GOTR for yours truly. You can cop some success gear, and my latest mix is on there as well. So while you're ordering some clothes, you can listen to my mix, and it's just sounds like a good idea. So you should check it out. Okay? Anyhow, let's get into the fun stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting here commercializing.
That was a smooth transition.
A smooth segment. Thank you. You know, I try. Anyhow, so what is today? It's Sunday. But not any Sunday.
Right.
You know? It's a special Sunday. The Sunday that we're talking about today comes once a year. Not always on a Sunday, but this year it is. And today is the day that we celebrate our dads. Hey, Dad.
Father's Day.
Hey, what's up, Stardom? That's my bro. Shout outs to We Just Working. Okay, We Just Working. We just podcasting. We just live. We just, you know, living like Larry. Anyway. So, anyhow, let's stay on topic here. Fatherhood.
Absolutely. What's good with it?
Right? What is good with it?
It's a special day.
No, but today was really dope. I seen my dad, and I actually went to go see my grandfather a little earlier today too, which was pretty cool.
That's fire.
You know?
I don't really got grandparents. Like, I never met my grandparents, but I know my pops. I ain't see him though today.
It's okay. Did you send him love though?
Sure.
Ooh, scandal. But you have a stepdad though.
Yeah, he's cool. We chop it up at times.
Hey, listen. Tough love. That's what dads are for. I definitely would say that my dad definitely made me the tough person that I am today. Right. So I shout out to him for that, for sure. And anyone in this live, if you're watching, throw a heart in there for your dad. Throw a heart in the comment for your dad. # Happy Father's Day. We love you all.
Right.
And if you have any funny stories about your dad, make sure to leave them in the comments, or you can leave them on our page at Hub17NYC or on Facebook, Instagram, everything. All right? And before we even go any further, Hub 17 is allowing limited access packages for things like podcasting, like we are right now. You can also do your live streams like we are right now, or you can book small photo shoots, which are always fun, especially now since we have so much time
Bless you.
on our hands. Oh my goodness. This is the weird part. Like,
Why?
I'm so like
Why
not
are you
used to
nervous?
being live, so it's weird.
It's all Gucci.
You know, like I
Gotta
am used to
just-
being live. But live where there's loud music happening, so you really could never hear me sneeze like that. So that was weird.
It's all good. Everybody sneezes.
I'm about to do it again.
Bless you. You got temperature checks. We good.
We're good.
It's allergy season. We can let those 2 sneezes rock. Definitely.
There's definitely going to be a third soon, but whatever. Anyway, we are going to talk about some fatherhood facts. So whenever I do a topic, I like to just do a little bit of research before I come up and talk about it, just so, you know, I got a little knowledge about what I'm talking about, okay?
Right.
So I want to share some facts with you that I found today that I thought were really interesting. And I think that you guys will really like them. I learned something new today just because I wanted to take time to celebrate the cool things about people who can relate to the person who I really hold dear to my heart, which is my daddy. So here we go. The first fact. I wonder if you knew this.
Okay, tell me.
No.
Wait, do I have to like guess first?
No, you're good, you're good. So the first one is the father and daughter collaboration by Frank Sinatra and his daughter Nancy Sinatra. The song Something Stupid was the only song to hit the top spot as a father and daughter collaboration
Okay, like on Billboard?
on Billboard.
Okay, that's interesting. I never heard of Nancy Sinatra in my life.
Well, that's his daughter.
I know now.
Hey, I know of her because I've had to play her a few times at some events.
Like, do you know one of her songs?
Not by heart, no.
No, I mean like a title. Like,
For My Father, I think. I know I played one of their songs for like a wedding.
okay.
But yeah. Okay, next one. This next one I found on pewresearch.org. So if you want to get any more facts on this, you can always hit them up. This fact is dads are much more involved in childcare than they were 50 years ago. In 2016, fathers reported spending an average of 8 hours a week on childcare, about triple the time they provided in 1965. And fathers put in about 10 hours a week on household chores in 2016 from 4 hours in 1965. So,
I could agree with those things. I just wonder like how they got those statistics. Like,
Right.
was they in my crib watching? Like,
right.
that?
Maybe it's
Like, they
The census?
vote? Yeah.
you know. If you haven't filled out your census, make sure you guys go do that. Happens every 10 years, so if you don't do it now,
Very
it's really
important.
going to affect us for the next decade. So make
years.
sure you guys go do that.
Very important.
You can do it online, you can do it over the phone or by mail. So go ahead and do that. All right. And let's see here. What else do I have? In 2013, there were 214,000 stay-at-home dads in the United States. Stay-at-home dads are defined as married fathers with children younger than 15 who are out of the labor force for at least 1 year to care for family while their wives work outside of the home. So if you didn't know what a stay-at-home dad is, that's what that is. And they actually have it as an acronym, so SAH, stay-at-home dad. And you can find more information on that on www.factretriever.com. And last but not least, I have one more fact for you guys on the cool things about fatherhood. A study done at the University of North Carolina found that in terms of genetic makeup, mammals are more like their fathers.
Interesting. So you think like humans are mammals, right? So
Yes.
do you think that we are more like our fathers?
That's.
But like,
I mean, I don't know.
I
I don't know.
I don't know neither. No lie.
Even though we get the same amount of genetic mutations from our parents,
Right.
we actually use more of the DNA we get from our dads.
That's very interesting.
And that's according to bustle.com. It was an article. So, but it was a study in the University of North Carolina.
I like that household fact, like dad's doing more household work and stuff. I think like that's like an old time stigma, and as time progresses, it's going to continue to change. Like,
yeah, I know the moms are happy. But I think that's really cool. I learned a lot of cool new things about dad today. So every day I get to learn a little bit more about why I can appreciate everything that the men in my life do. My grandfather, also a really cool person. Learned a lot of things from him. Walk behind the car, not in front of the car. Don't be a statistic, things like that. The list goes on. So, happy Father's Day to all of you. On the way dads who have babies coming soon. Shout out to you guys too. Let's move on.
That's understood. What would you like to move on to?
Before we move on, how many people we got? Kenny. Got it. All right. So, creative access. I need like a thing. Yeah. Anyhow, we're really talking about creative access today. That is the main goal of this episode live at Hub. Oh, there I am, Girl on the Rocks. This is Mickey. This is us. We're here. And we are talking about creative access. So, I was thinking of things I wanted to talk about. And I really wanted to talk about creative access because we have so many people out here doing the most to make a change during these crazy times through art, through creativity, through things that don't seem normal to regular people.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think we really need to take time to appreciate them and also know who and where we can go to gain creative access. And that's whether going through people for their creativity or going to things to explore your own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Both ways.
Exactly. So, and these are going to be really simple things that we could literally start working on tonight. Right. It's a beautiful day out. It's not supposed to rain, I don't think.
Not to my knowledge.
So we could always just start tonight. So if you guys want to start finding ways to bring out that imagination of yours, let's get into it. Transition.
Right.
Okay, so if you are looking for places to have events, but we can't go outside, you can't have events, but we have things like Facebook Live. So just like I said before, Hub 17, right here in my corner to the left of me, but to the right of you, is an amazing place to come and get your photo shoots done, your live streams, and your podcasting. So if you've been thinking about making a podcast for the last 6 months, but you didn't have the equipment and you didn't know who to go to and you didn't know how to start, you could come here and get your foot in the door. It's all about practice.
It's all about opportunity, too.
You can go to the Hub 17 website and sign up for a membership, which is super affordable, and you can come here and get your work done. And you can have content for when this whole virus thing blows over, hopefully, so that you could show people that you weren't just sitting around the whole time.
You were working.
You know, you were getting things done. So you have this place to come to get things like that done. Also, there's no traffic.
For real. You could just breathe.
Exactly, Will. There's no traffic. So going to a park right now at about 3:30, 4, that sunlight, perfect.
Okay.
Okay? Now, as far as finding a photographer, if you're trying to look for people who can get really great shots, I personally know a lot of people, but you could also go to We Just Working. We are a umbrella company, and we have photographers, singers, actors, DJs, rappers, and everyone on the team who can connect you to get some creative things done. So if you are interested in boosting your creativity or finding ways to find other people who can help you get your vision out there, go follow We Just Working on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, everything. And they can get you started in the right direction.
That's fire. That's nice to have a group of people, like-minded individuals, trying to get one thing done.
Exactly. You know, so that's what we do at We Just Working. So make sure you guys go do that. And we have an app you can download. It's free, so it's on phones and tablets. So if you guys are on the go all the time and you need to find somebody to quickly meet you somewhere and get a photo shoot done last minute, you could always just hit the chat. Hey, anybody available to shoot today? Boom. So make sure you guys go download the app. Yeah, we got an app, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. Boss move.
So more creative access. What have you been doing to stay creative?
I write a lot. Like, I got a certain book that I write in that I just be putting certain thoughts in, and I write a lot because I don't know. It just helps me. It helps me deal with reality. Right? No funny.
Yeah, I have a few books that I have that are like prompt books that are pretty good. So I have a 300-page prompt book that has different words at the top, and then you basically write about that word, whatever comes to your mind.
Oh, that's fire.
You know?
I got that. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like,
yeah.
In my phone, there's a notes, and it's like alphabet, and it's just literally A to Z, and it's like words, I think, that are powerful with those. Like, with C, it's like consistency, like things like that. A is accountability. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know prompt things were a thing. Like,
yeah. I like it. I have a few books like that, so if you guys can, you can do it that way. If you like to write or you like to read, you can find things that are inspiring to you that help you write in a constructive way. So me personally, I've gotten a lot of those books because I have a tendency to just like spiral out of control and just start writing about like 15 different things at once. So when you have something there that's reminding you of what it is that you're writing or what it is that you're trying to create or put onto paper or let go, you are a little bit more structured.
Stay on task.
Yeah, you can find things like that anywhere. Amazon, you can still probably find it somewhere out in the city or in Staten Island. I know that on Monday there's going to be more things opening, like outdoor.
Yeah. Phase 1's supposed to start, right?
Well, phase 1 started. This will be phase 2.
Oh, okay.
So I know Monday they're allowing like outdoor dining.
Okay, I did not know
stuff like that. So we're slowly getting somewhere. I know that we're not gonna be back to normal. Like everything's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for the world. Stay tuned for that. I can't even say stay tuned for this episode. Like stay tuned for the world, for the status of our lives at this point. But yeah.
It's crazy times right now.
Another great, amazing way to stay creative right now is going to protest.
Absolutely. Have you been to a protest?
I haven't. I haven't been to a protest, and I feel so bad, but
I don't think you should feel bad, honestly.
To be quite honest, I work a lot.
It's sometimes like, you feel me? There's other ways to be part of a cause, not just protesting. So I don't think you should feel bad as long as you feel me. You just standing up for what you believe.
Exactly. So I make sure that at work I make it a thing that I am so black and I am so proud.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Like walk in okay, like it's just different. Like,
it really is
different. Like it's just different.
The air is just different.
Like
everything is just different.
Like for 1 minute, can we just say like super like black culture things? Like what are some black culture things? Like
I don't
like okay.
Where to start.
Okay.
Everything is a black culture thing.
Right. Like okay. What is on your plate at a barbecue at your great grandmother's family reunion down south.
Like, you gotta have mac. Gotta have mac.
Period.
Like, that goes without saying. You gotta have mac. Gotta have the barbecue chicken. Whoever's cooking, there gotta be barbecue chicken there. You feel me? Gotta have greens. I'll jack the green beans, but I rather like asparagus than collard greens, but there's no asparagus at the barbecue.
Right.
So I'll take the green beans anyways. You feel me?
Right.
and cornbread. Like, I love cornbread, but I don't really like dry cornbread. If it's dry, keep it away from me. But when it's moist,
and you can tell from miles away.
No funny. As soon
as I came to the barbecue, I knew, like, I'm not touching that. But nope.
That is my plate.
My plate. Okay, potato salad.
I'm not really a fan of
or macaroni salad. It really depends because I don't like wet salad.
Okay, but isn't potato salad like a wet salad?
It's kind of, but not, like, you know what I'm saying when it's like when people like OD with the mayo.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta spice it up with the celery and the tuna and the boiled egg and I'm gonna put your foot in it, as we would say. Put your foot in it.
That's heard.
Okay?
What
and
else?
If they don't put their foot in it, then it's like, why even bother? What else is on my plate? Collard greens, of course. Yams, hopefully, if they got it.
I forgot the yams.
Okay. And a couple wings. Fried chicken wings.
Do you eat like candied yams? Is there a difference between candied yams and regular yams?
Candied yams.
Oh, okay. Just making.
And then some ribs, hopefully. It's a barbecue. Okay?
I don't really mess with the swine like that.
But I do.
That's heard.
But there can be different types of ribs, you know. Right?
I don't. Maybe you could have beef ribs.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Listen, whatever kind, let me get some. Okay?
That's heard. Depending
That's
on who's
it.
cooking.
Right. If the cook don't got a button up shirt and the cut out sandals,
right?
The leather cut out,
sandals.
Right?
If you're cooking at the barbecue,
who's this guy on the grill?
Gotta have the grandpa sandals and your one little bear on the side.
Right? Like who? And if he's not like getting aggravated that you're asking for food, then you don't want it.
Understood. Definitely.
Like I just put these patties on here, damn.
Gotta rush them though, because I feel like you gotta understand why I'm rushing you.
Right, because it's like 15 cousins you gotta feed.
It's the whole crib. And I'm trying to eat first, because if I don't eat now.
Because in reality, I'm trying to eat now so that I can leave this barbecue low key early.
Oh.
You know, and then your aunt be like, "Where you going?" Anyway, we're going down a rabbit hole. Anyhow, that is a good way to be creative. Going to a protest, because the protest is just a beautiful thing to see, especially on Staten Island.
Yeah, I think it's like empowerment,
And now we have a Black Lives Matter plaza near the ferry. Yes, we got the Black Lives Matter painting on Richmond Terrace. If you haven't seen it, it is beautiful. I am so proud. It is.
I think all that is beautiful. I can't even lie, but I still think more has to be done.
Oh, absolutely. But I think this is so, you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that you will be in a helicopter and you have to see that.
Right.
Like you have to see that.
The message is strong. Definitely. I understand that.
You know, and that's a big thing in itself, you know? So, and that's creative. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who's worried about numbers and politics and things like that, they're not thinking about things like that. That was an artist who came up with that idea to make this message out of hands.
Right. Like, hey, everybody just come together and we want to do this right now.
Yeah.
That's step 2 in the creative process. That's like, okay, you thought about it, now you got to act upon it.
And then find people to have the same dream or the same motive and want to do it as bad as you. That's the hard part.
I feel like it's a lot of people out there like that want to do certain things, but they just look for somebody to do it first. And anybody could be that first person.
Or they just don't feel confident enough to do it themselves, so they're like waiting on somebody to do it with them. That's
understood, but you know, somebody's gonna get it done if it needs to get done, and then hopefully people just follow suit. Everybody got to play their role.
Yeah. over the weekend, my friends, Artsy Ashley. Who else? We got Little Bit of Love, Lori Love, Debbie Rocks, a few other artists were out at the Fashion Institute of Technology. It was called Chalk the Walk or Walk the Chalk, and they were doing paintings, like murals around the building.
Oh, I think I seen something like that on the gram.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I'm so proud of them.
It's a lot of art coming out right now. It's a lot. Like, people really conveying their feeling onto paintings. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so they were all there together, and the beautiful part about it, which I like the most, is that when you looked at their stories, they weren't even posting a lot of their own work.
Right.
It was them posting everybody else around them. Yeah. Like, that was the beautiful part about it. Like, being able to say, like, I appreciate everyone's work here. Like, we're all soaking in all of this beauty.
Definitely.
Like, it's not
for me. It's
right.
for the cause.
So that was really cool. So if you guys are looking for any art, Lori Love, she actually just remixed these sneakers for me. I'm going to be releasing the photo shoot pictures very soon. They are amazing. I sent her these all white. Yeah, they low.
Oh, the lows.
The lows, yeah. So, and they had the holographic check.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so beautiful. You guys can check the Hub 17 page after this live. I'll go paste a picture of them on there. You guys make sure you go follow her. If you need any of your clothes remix, she's definitely somebody you could call, along with many other people. I'm gonna list some. I don't even want to list some because I'm just gonna forget so many and it's gonna bother me. You know, yeah. So I'm not even gonna get into it because it's so many people, and there's so many people who are like, you think of them as one thing, but they do so many other things, and you had no idea. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, what am I doing? No. I have so, like with us being stuck in the house, I have so many ideas. Right. And I think that I really wanted to make this live about having creative access because sometimes you feel like you don't know where to start. And that's when you have to ask for help. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people just don't like asking for help. I know. I don't like asking.
It's tough sometimes, but everybody does need help.
A little bit.
Like, you feel me? If you really do, I hate asking for help. I hate it. It makes me feel weak. But I understand that I might need some help if I need to get it done.
Sometimes you just gotta take one for the team.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my goodness. All right. So let's see. What else can we do to stay creative? So, a lovely thing you can do, which I did recently. Walk across the bridge.
Which bridge?
Bayonne.
Oh, okay. You just walked across it? How was it, like, the view?
It was amazing. It was genuinely amazing.
That's interesting.
A little petrifying.
Are you scared of heights? Hard time?
Yeah, like, kind of. Like, I'll get on a roller coaster. No problem. But, like, if I get on a skyscraper and look down, I'm going to be like...
Oh, okay.
You know? Like...
Nah, you in a... I guess.
You know? Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know. But I think it's because most of the roller coaster places, they're in, like, tree areas.
Okay.
So, like, if I'm in a city and I'm looking at a bunch of buildings and people, it's just going to freak me out.
Okay, so it's more...
Like, it's the geography of it all.
All right, that's understood.
You know? But...
That's understood. I think an important way to stay creative is being consistent. Like, even if you're not putting out what you're putting out, you feel me?
That's something that I'm struggling with right now, actually.
I think consistency. I think everybody struggles with consistency. I think it's cool. Like, you feel me? But if you're struggling with consistency, you at least trying. You just gotta realize you tried hard.
Like, this is my thing, right? I don't know why it's so easy to scroll on Instagram, but when it comes to posting, I'm like... Please, no, not again.
That's like it's easy to eat, but it's harder to be the chef. Like, it's all good, you know. It's all
Say
good.
That one more time.
I'm weak.
Say that one more time.
It's easy to eat, but it's harder to be the chef. Like, you know, but everybody appreciates a good chef. So
it's a t-shirt.
I'm weak.
Kenny, it's a t-shirt.
That's just it. So
that's a t-shirt.
It's easy to scroll, but once you cook though, and you
I
feel
want
me?
royalties. I was here when you came up with that.
And once you cook, and then you get these customers that eat, and then they're satisfied, and they want it again. You just gotta cook. So sometimes it's a give or take relationship, but you gotta make the food, or the customer is not gonna come up. So consistency,
right,
important.
right. That's so true. It is. It's. Shout outs to all the influencers and the YouTubers and anybody who has anything going on.
All right.
Like,
shout you out because you did it.
Yeah, like me personally, this whole doing Zoom parties now and doing events on Facebook and Instagram, like DJ wise, is so different. Like, I try to be as hype as I normally am at a party, but it's just like,
I think this whole
I'm in my room,
my fault,
onesie on. With my camera off.
You don't got to keep your camera on. You the DJ. I think this
I put my logo up.
Corona thing, that's fine. It shows how important human interaction is. Like, I don't know if we took it for advantage, but it was just so common. Like, I think we knew how important it was, but this whole Corona thing just showed it more. Like, how important human interaction is. Like,
I agree on that. I realized that I don't need any human interaction.
But you just said that doing the whole Zoom thing is different because...
It's different. But I actually like this... Like, because it's like I'm an extrovert and everything I do is like around people, needing, wanting, not necessarily like validation, but like caring about what people want from me because I'm I provide service to people. You know what I'm saying? So now that it's like really just time for me to just work on myself, it's kind of like, oh, this is actually kind of nice. I can actually kind of think right now.
That's understandable.
Wow. You know, like, I'm not worried about this event and who needs speakers and who needs a mic and how much the food's going to be and why the security guard's not here on time. And, you know, like,
I get a lot of stress.
It's a lot. That's nothing. That's just what I can think of off the top of my head.
Right.
You know? Like, it's a lot. Like, even Zooming is kind of a lot. Because I've been doing so much Zoom, and it's so brand new to my computer that my computer's kind of like, wait, hold up. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it just come with the, like, I'm pretty sure you'll get it. You'll get into a groove.
Yeah. No. Every time I do a Zoom event, I let people know early. We're all going through this for the first time together. So if there's any sound problems, please just bear with me.
That's understood.
Please. Okay? This is not, I'm not used to this. We're still learning. You know? So I like to say that before anything whenever I do Zoom events.
Are you looking forward to like the city opening up, or are you enjoying the time for yourself? Do you feel like once the city opens up, you'll lose all this time for yourself, or now that you establish this time for yourself, you can mix it?
I think that, well, me personally, specifically, like, my life changed so much right as this was happening. So I got to sit with that change and let it become constant and let it become like a...
You're adapting to the transition.
Yeah. So now I'll be able to live... I guess I hope better when
right?
You know, when the city opens up, like, I'll be able to, you know, I've had so much time with myself and to think about what I need and what I don't need and who I am and who I want to be, that now when the city opens, I will care so much about the little things that we are missing out on right now, like taking a boat ride.
I'm weak.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that word care is important because
like going to the library. Like, anything. Anything. You know, like, I want to be able to, like, enjoy it more because we were shut out of it for so long. So.
Yeah.
I am definitely looking forward to it. As far as work, I think that as far as like events is concerned, I don't think it's gonna be like super jumping as soon as everything opens up, because me personally, I'm not super 100% with it yet.
Yeah, that's understood too.
You know what I'm saying? Like just the other day, I was listening to the radio and a group of 16 friends in Miami went to a bar that had opened up because Florida opened up fully. Right. The bartenders, all of the bartenders and all 16 of the friends came home and got sick with coronavirus.
Yeah, that's tough.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, I'm excited, but also it's kind of like...
Yeah, I think like reality is going to have to ease into its new form again.
Yeah, like everything is opening because of society.
Yeah,
like it's not real. Because of the better for people. It's because people need to go to work. Like
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because whether we figure out this virus, people are gonna die off. Whether we don't figure it out, people are gonna die off from starvation and homelessness. So I don't know. You know.
That's hard.
It's like it's a catch-22 for sure.
But after I just one thing I'm for sure about is that regardless of what happens, something's going to be moved forward. And once it starts getting moved forward, all these people that are doing all these things, they're just going to get more light shine to them because now everything else is out opening up. So staying consistent is definitely the key to these times right now.
Everything's going to be something. I heard that like buffets are going to be like a thing of the past.
That's tough.
Like buffets are not going to be a thing anymore.
Like, I don't know, maybe like in a decade, because buffets, like, it's a buffet. Like,
right, but that's the problem. Everybody's hands is in the food. Like,
I don't know, they might just glove everyone. Or people maybe use dongs. Like, when you're in the store and there's dongs to get your bread for your bacon, egg, and cheese in the morning, use the dong. Use the little paper, please. Like, don't touch all the rolls with your hand and then pick the roll all the way in the back.
But we're gonna say that, but there's always gonna be those jerks that do it.
We just had a global pandemic,
right?
Like,
but
hopefully,
there's still people like that guy who was on a flight and pretended to have the coronavirus and had to make everybody turn back around, and then he said it was a joke, and now he's in jail.
Right, but you said, like it was never like I don't know. I just hope that I hope that people just are paying attention to that. Like, please, let's take care of ourselves and take care of everyone else. Because this is outrageous. Like, this is really, it's gonna be different. There might be different protocols. I don't know if buffets, they might just have a limit on stuff, like 20 people per.
They might space things out, too.
Yeah, but I just don't know what's going to happen. But whatever happens, I appreciate everybody that's staying solid, staying down during these times.
I also heard that, like, movie theaters.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that, like, specifically AMC was in, like, millions of dollars in debt anyway, like, before this happened.
I heard about that a little bit.
And so they're, like, thinking of not even, like, coming back. And which is crazy because they just built the movie theater in the mall. Yeah. So if you're from Staten Island, you're tuning in. I hope you've been, because I've only been once.
I went like twice. It was nice.
It was nice.
I just don't know, because you can't just. I don't know. I really don't know. In my brain, like the only perfect scenario is like literally every single solitary human being has to get tested and it has to be documented, and then we have to move forward from there. But that's not going to happen.
Right. But it's like, yeah, they could be tested, but then they can come in here and get infected.
But if you could just stay home for 14 days and then you don't have, like, do you always have corona if you get it and you stay isolated?
Right.
Go away?
It's so confusing. And the fact that we don't really have answers is just really frustrating, but also really scary. You know?
I think, like, especially with this whole, like Black Lives Matter things, like, I've really been, like, just more conscious, like, I think about the word propaganda a whole lot, and like how I learned it in middle school and high school, but like how now that like I'm just looking at things differently, how it's used against me, like how the media, like I think Denzel Washington, well maybe not just him, but like he said, if you watch the news, you're misinformed, and if you don't watch the news, you're uninformed.
Right. Like, so it's like
what are you gonna do?
Right. Yeah. It's hard.
Right.
Especially for. Well, no, I'm not even gonna say especially for everyone. It's pretty hard.
Yeah, Definitely.
You know, like I can't even sit here and say that it's harder for a certain generation or people of a certain age because it's really just like hectic.
Yeah, like you couldn't even think global pandemic. Like it's so crazy. I think people even take just everything for granted. Like I tell my friends be safe when I see them because you feel me. Like I tell my friends see you later even though I don't know if I'm gonna see them tomorrow. Like everything it's just now like with people dying so fast it's like reality is forcing you to pay attention.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. And a way that you could be creative during this time with everything happening with the pandemic is taking some time to make a thank you sign or make something to thank all of the first responders out there. I know my dad is a lieutenant of the fire department, so whenever I can, I make sure that I thank him for everything that he does, especially on Father's Day. I know a lot of nurses and people that are out there really risking it, and not just medical people either. Garbage men,
right?
People who work at Target, like everyone. People who work at McDonald's, like everyone. Whoever's out there and not staying home every day and coming home to their family and risking the health of others just to get their work done and provide for whatever it is that they have going on at home. Right. Shout outs to you.
It's crazy because at work people come in and they tell me like thank you, and I'm like, thank you. I'm just at work, like you feel me, but. It's just like that's just how the times are now.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like people have gotten nicer.
Nah, definitely.
Right, and that's crazy for New York because be like, "Good morning, like
for real. People are really nice.
People are nice now. Like I'll walk out of a store and they'll be like, "Have a good one, be safe."
Definitely.
Oh, thank you.
And I heard that's just like a New York thing. Like in other states, like if you walk past somebody you don't know, y'all would say like, "Good morning."
Yeah, like.
I don't know. I guess I'm just from New York. Like,
we don't do that. Yeah, we don't do that. Like, why is this person looking at me like that?
I don't know.
Like, but I definitely feel like people are getting nicer and having more compassion. I would definitely say it's dope. I think that we have a lot of work to do.
Of course, but that's why you just got to bring attention to things,
and I think that's where the creatives are gonna shine.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is the time where creatives shine, where everybody who is focused on numbers and work and things like that are like strictly like the people who are fluid and arty and this is the time where they're gonna really.
I think that like through any time throughout history, like if you look at it, when something big is happening in the world, like all creative people, that's when they like shine the most, like. Because they're reflecting on what's going on in the world right now. And sometimes, like I said, like people feel the same way that you feel. They just don't know how to put it out or they didn't put it out yet. But once you put it out now, it's like, okay, like this person feels, I understand how they feel. I feel just like that. They put it out now. I could just preach their message because it's with my message.
Yeah.
Definitely, always.
I really want to shout out the few people that I seen comment. I seen Grove commented. Love you, Grove. Grove is a pianist, an amazing artist. Definitely hit her up if you need any music done or if you have any features that you would like. She's amazing, and she's just a great person, so hit her up. Also, we have Starda in there. He is a award-winning artist, CEO of We Just Workin' LLC, and he is just out here changing the game, and we love you both. We love you all. Everyone who has tuned in. Anyone who comes and has events at Hub 17. Anyone who has events on Staten Island. Anyone who puts together things for people to grow. We want you to come tune in. So we are going to be doing Live at Hub every week. I'm your host, Girl on the Rocks, of course. And I am going to be here probably having a guest every week. Probably not. Who knows? But I like having my friends here. Thank you for coming.
No doubt. Yeah, I appreciate it.
I like having my friends here. It makes it easier. It makes it flow.
I think you're going to be valid, like as a like entertainer. I think like me, if it was me, I would be thinking like all the time, like, oh, who's watching it? But I'm starting to learn now. It's not even about that. It's just about like being consistent. Like if you hear every week, there's gonna be people that like even if they don't watch it, they know you're here every week, and then they'll eventually like you feel me. All right, let me just see what this is.
Right.
Like at first time, I don't know. I guess it's consumerism, but like the first time people aren't willing to try to go and be part of it.
Mm-hmm. But then when they see other people that they know seeing it too, it's
and it's in their face. I'm here every week at the same time. You know I'm here. Like
right.
They gotta tune
and you know I'm gonna be sending you the flyer 15 times before the show.
Like,
so just tune in. Tune in, leave a comment, and learn something new. You guys learned something new today. I bet you didn't know that mammals take after their fathers more than their mothers. I bet you didn't know that, but I'm here to let you know that because I care about you and I know you smart. You're worthy.
Kind-hearted.
I'm Girl on the Rocks. This is Miggy.
It's me.
We had so much fun with you today. We will be back. Well, I will be back.
Definitely. I might slide.
You might slide? You might pull up.
Might make an appearance.
So I'll be back with you guys next week. We will be talking about something even spicier than this week. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas. So I'll pick one and let you guys know what the theme of next week will be very, very soon. Stay tuned. If you have any ideas for what we should talk about, go to Hub 17 NYC's Facebook page and leave a comment. Tell us what you would like to talk about. Or if you are interested in coming to the show to talk about whatever new things you have coming up, you could also come and hit us up and let us know when you are available. And we can get you in here and we can have some fun. We're here for the community. So if you're here for the community, you're welcome.
Community link up. That's the only way to get stronger.
All right. Black Lives Matter. Always. Happy Father's Day.
Shout out to Dad's Day.
Wash your hands.
More than 2 seconds.
With soap. And stay beautiful.
Stay beautiful.
Girl on the Rocks. Out.